Hey everybody, welcome to Tortuga, a Pirate's Tale, the newest game from Kalypso Media, out exclusively on the Epic Games Store for PC today, as well as PlayStation and Xbox. Kalypso was nice enough to send over a bit of an early copy for me to check this one out. I've kind of been waiting for it since, I think the PC Gaming Show is when they showed this last year, during the, what would have been E3. So, yeah, it's still very loud. So the game is out today on Epic for $30, and as well as Xbox and PlayStation. So again, thanks to Kalypso Media for providing me with a free copy of the game for me to show it to you guys. We'll be checking this out for a few weeks as a bonus video on Thursdays. Probably for about 4 weeks, you'll get an episode of this at 2 p.m. Eastern on Thursdays. And yeah, now today it's the main video. The other one, the usual, will be out at 2 p.m. But I wanted to get this one out first. So, yeah. You'll get that one now. And just so I don't tell you wrong, you will get Humankind later today at 2 p.m. Eastern. That episode of Humankind is super fun. I'm just going to be right up front with you now. But yeah, let's get into it. With Tortuga, Pirate's Tale, let's get into a new game here. We're going to name our Captain Seren Santiago. A bunch of portraits. I like this guy. Township name, Santiago Prime. We're obviously going to do a red flag with the sun on it. There you go. There we go. I like that. I like that. Select. There's our thing. So what should our starting town be? We can start in England, the Netherlands, Spain, or France. Let's start in New Orleans. Why not? Strongest nation. We're not going to set that. We're just going to set it as regular. I want to set that as regular, and strongest nation, none. Continue.
The promise of liberty and riches readily advanced years ago from the Caribbean to the stifling port taverns of the old world. There it found its way to your ears as well. For you, the passage, a crew, and a small ship were quickly, let's say, rounded up. But now...
Rounded up, huh?
Now, where liberty, fame, and above all, the riches have yet to come. Your crew's already holding the knives. And if all the next raid brings is merely a few crumbs for each of them again, they'll simply boot you out. Or worse. A truly big catch. The Spanish treasure fleet on its way to Europe, packed so full with riches that it nearly sinks into Neptune's arms all by itself. Now that would help you, indeed. But alone on your puny cockleshell, you'd have to be completely out of your mind to head into battle against the best protected ship convoy in history. You need a better ship to do that. A larger crew, and above all, a gang of insane pirate captains flying your flag, who know precisely what they're doing. So, Captain, the sails are set. Where's the voyage headed for? Oh, Skipper, you truly pulled out all the stops last night. I wouldn't have thought a human being can drink that much rum. And then your wild ideas that we'll grab ourselves the Spanish treasure fleet. I hope it's clear to you that the crew will take you at your word. Well, you'll get it done all right. But say, You really don't look well at all.
That was quite a feast yesterday. You look like you're not quite yourself yet. What's going on? Who are you? Well, I'll be damned. It's me, your first mate, you drunkard. If you say that, it must be true. I'm an dangerous pirate. Fear me. If you say that, it must be true. Okay, I'm just going to show you the basics. Okay, let's get started.
We'll practice standing straight again. The main thing is you can still steer the ship.
Use the following keys to move. WASD. Hold middle mouse to move and look around. Also use the scroll wheel to zoom in and out.
Excellent. Let's sail to that town over there. Always a few merchants romping around towns. We'll grab one for us to warm up.
I guess they mean Pensacola or New Orleans. Okay. I'm just going to the thing that's highlighted. I lost my mouse. Crap. Map. Okay, quest target. We're in. Okay, that's how you. I didn't know you did to do that by right-clicking. That was my mistake.
Hold it. Stop. We don't want to sail too close to town. After all, we don't want them to see us grabbing one of the merchants. One more quick look around at no military convoys nearby, then up with the black flag. Arr! Off to plunder!
You've completed a task. Move the mouse cursor over the convoy ahead of us and press that to mark your target. Get closer to the convoy until the attack is started.
They look more like our cup of tea. Get the cannons ready!
Sail ahoy, Captain. Easy pickings for us, if you ask me. The convoy isn't very nice in the water. Nothing phenomenal, but probably a decent haul. We have 213, we have 279. Start battle. Have at them. We're not showing any mercy today. Or intimidate. Get moving, though. We'll give them the fright of their lives, and they'll all give up by themselves. Damn it. Alright. Oh, wait. I should probably read that up there. The men try their best to scare the wits out of them over there, induce them to give up. Gleaming steel and fierce grimaces all on the upper deck. Seaman recruit Fletcher has thrown both wooden eyes, and Slippery Lewis is buck naked again, too. Unfortunately, all this doesn't seem to have made any lasting impression, and the ship maintains its course. Damn it. Alright, then we'll solve this the old-fashioned way.
Ah, yes. The sea battle. We'll be carrying out the major part of our trade there. I can smell the gunpowder already. First, take time to make yourself familiar with all the things you see here. When you're done, navigate the ship closer to our friends.
Alright, so choose one of the marked squares to move your ship to. As you can see, your ship can't go everywhere because speed, wind, and agility play a major role. Select in turn in the top center to complete your turn. You can also use spacebar for this.
They're actually coming toward us? Well done! In the next round, we ought to get within firing range. Then place yourself so that we can tag them with a genuine broadside.
Once your ship has picked up speed, it cannot stop at will. The further you go in one round, the greater your minimum move in the next. This means you might not be able to stay in the same position for multiple turns. You can also see the minimum and maximum movement at the bottom left. 3 out of 7. Maneuver your ships so that the enemy is within the firing range of your cannon. The more field to field is, the higher the probability that your cannons will hit. Now select your cannon to fire a salvo. All cannons have a range in which they are particularly accurate and can cause the most damage. All ships can fire once per broadside each turn. If there are enemies in range on both sides, you can unleash both broadsides in the same turn. Now select fire to fire a salvo. Not bad. Most of the actions a ship can carry out, like shooting, cost action points. The number of available action points depends on how many crew members are on board. You can hire more crew in town for more action points per turn, but they will want their share of the loot. Ooh, they got us 19, dang. Be warned, boarding is a high-risk maneuver. While you can capture entire ships, you can lose your own just as well. Select an enemy ship and confirm to start your boarding attempt. You may also adjust the position from which your ship tried to initiate boarding by selecting one of the neighboring fields. Check the displayed success percentage. If you fail, you can try again next turn. But boarding is also risky. During combat, your ship is immobilized. In addition, the opponent can also try to turn the tables and take over your ship. We have anywhere from a 16 to 66% chance of doing this. So what we're going to do, we're going to cancel out of that, and we're going to move over here and shoot them again. You can also use different ammo types against your opponents. The grape shot aims directly at the enemy crew, but is ineffective against armor. Chain balls damage the opponent's sailing. Cannons need to reload before they can fire again. You can check the loading status of each cannon. Okay. On the bottom left, loading terms vary between cannon types, but more crew on your ship allows you to reload faster in general. Firing partial loads reduces the maximum damage. We're going to reduce some movement speed on these guys.
Direct hit! They won't take that for long. Don't let up, Skipper! We'll send the landlubbers to Davy Jones!
All ships have armor that you must get through first, before you can damage the hull and score critical hits. Try hitting ships from the same side. So because we're on this side, that cannon has to reload. Got it. They're going to try and board us, aren't they? Move you that way. That did some damage. Not bad. If you're in a hurry, you can press spacebar to skip your opponent's turn. Oh, that did some damage. You may also change the animation speed in the game options. We're down to a 57% chance of, highest of 57% success rate. So which side do we want to go on? That didn't do as much as I'd like it to. Or no. Still didn't do as much as I'd like it to. Going from this side. I think we're starting to do hull damage now. We are, big time. Once the armor is gone, you start damaging the hull, you can start critical hits. For example, the ship's sails can get damaged, reducing the movement range of a ship. While some of those effects can get patched up by your crew during combat, others need to get repaired at a harbor master. So we've actually done a number on them, and one of their cannon supports is defective. They may try and board us, honestly. What? By Neptune feared, Captain. That sure as hell backfired. Good thing we were still just barely able to save ourselves. Guess there's nothing left for us to do now but start all over again. You whine like an old washerwoman. It's all part of my big plan. You'll see. But we lost. I'll return and come to get all of you. You'll curse the day yet. The day you heard the name Seren Santiago for the first time. But that wasn't fair at all. There were a lot more of them than us. Aye, Captain. Things have calmed down a little bit. No more pirate hunters in sight. Everyone is much more relaxed. I gathered us a crew while you tend to the ship. They're good people. Would be handy to have a hideout. There we can store things for emergencies because they're pretty to look at. Are you going to keep preaching or are you done? How I miss the sea, Frederick. Off we go. Black flag hoisted. We're going to go over here and take these guys out. I could play that a little better, but now that I know what I'm doing, I should probably be able to play it a little better.
They look more like our cup of tea. Get the cannons ready!
Let's give this a new shot. So they're right there. So their hull is already down because we've taken them out once. We've repaired. That can do some damage to them, so let's move over here. A 61% chance of success there. Alright. They didn't do much of anything to us that turn. Only a 16% chance. We're just gonna ignore that I even thought about doing that. That did some actual damage to him. That's good. We're gonna try it. We're gonna try and execute this. Or no, maybe no. I'm not gonna risk it. We've actually got ourselves a possible chance of winning this. So we're just gonna. We have an end, so we're gonna do this. That did no damage. I should have went to execute. I should have executed. We're gonna do it. We're gonna try and do it.
So here we are, in the eye of the storm. Face to face with our enemies, saber in the hand, only a few feet away from our certain doom. Here you see the balance of power. The better it looks in our favor, the greater the likelihood that your daring plans will work too. Now all you have to do is decide how we're going to proceed.
The ships bang into each other with a loud crash. The crew is barely able to stay on their feet. During boarding events, you can see the balance of power, as well as the crew and morale of each ship. If any of these three values drops too low, the ship will surrender. Check how the balance of power could change before making your choice. We're going to do this one. It's only a 45% chance of success, but the balance of power changes a bit in our favor. We did it! Your sailors get back up faster. The enemy is still in the process of pulling themselves together when they get greeted by their first blades. While the crews keep fighting incessantly, the time has come for the captain to settle his master face to face. The captain lets out a challenging roar right across the skirmish. The captain poses the illustrious Captain Morgan and raises his saber to draw attention to himself, or clear yourselves a path to the enemy captain.
Let's see what we've captured.
What a catch, Skipper. That distinctly improves our cash box. But now there are some things to decide. Which booty do we want to take with us, and what's supposed to happen with the boarded ship? Wait, not so fast. Let me take another look at the hold, or I want to inspect the boarded ships. Let's inspect the boarded ships. So that brings it onto our ship. There we go, let's confirm that. The first mate smiles at you. Well, Captain, that'll clear up your bones, and you got some loot too. How's the head? That was just a small fish. You are absolutely right. We need more ships, but we don't have anyone who is as well suited to be a captain as you are. It's possible that someone is hanging around in town. Off town there.
Well, Captain, let's sail into town to fit ourselves out a bit. We're sure to find a few good seamen in the tavern. Better if we haul down the black flag again. We don't want the people in town to snitch on us right away.
Sail to New Orleans. Turn this ship around. We need to sail to New Orleans and sign on a captain. Attack aborted. Uh-oh.
Land ho! I've always wanted to say that. Remember, Captain? Yesterday, there was rum aplenty here. If we need supplies, we can get them here. First off, I suggest we go to the tavern. My throat's all dried out. That smell. It brings back memories, don't it, Captain? You see that guy back there? He looks like he'd make a good captain. Just what we need. Break the ice. Maybe he's willing to join forces.
I want to talk to the guy named over here, so let's talk to the Irish coffee guy. In the furthest corner of the tavern, there is a person lying on a table. Empty beer mugs, playing cards, and leftover food bear witness to a long night. Upon closer inspection, it turns out that the stranger is not sleeping, but mumbling something to himself. Barely conscious. Buy the stranger a beer. With bloodshot eyes, he spots the beer and takes a few hearty swigs. A minute later, he seems like a new man. Forgive me, Captain Seamus Walsh. Well, at least in theory, that is. Unfortunately, I lost my ship a week ago on a dare around Turk's Island. Don't worry about that. I'll get you a ship. Welcome on board.
Fantastic. Your silver tongue always does the trick. Let's test his skill right away. We'll grab us another trade convoy.
Leave town again by choosing cast off. Well, let's go ahead and wrap up here. Just go ahead and click the save button. And that's going to do it for today. If you enjoyed this episode of Tortuga, A Pirate's Tale, make sure to leave a like on it, subscribe, turn on notifications, and I'll see you next week for episode 2, and later today for more Humankind Together We Rule. Thanks for watching.